Hamilton West, Ancaster Dundas.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'd like to ask that to split my time with the member from Humber River, Black Creek. Buongiorno a tutti. I am so proud and honored to rise today to speak on
I'm sorry, I'll have to interrupt you for a moment. Do we have unanimous consent to divide the 10-minute period into two 5-minute periods so that you can split her time with the honourable member for Humber River, Black Creek? We have that consent. My apologies. Please continue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to all my colleagues in this House. I am so proud and honored to rise today to speak on Motion 64 that recognizes the month of June as Italian Heritage Month. And I must say, Mr. Speaker, it's nice to see you in the chair this morning for this debate. Growing up in an Italian household, a Marchigiano and Abruzzese household, was absolutely amazing. My parents and my grandparents embodied that robust Italian culture and values. They passed these values and lessons down to me and my siblings. Growing up in an Italian household taught me the true sense of the words hospitality and love. The doors to my parents' home were always open to whomever wanted to visit, and strangers and family were treated equally. There was always a meal waiting and ready, and there was always acceptance and love to be shared. In fact, my Nonna set up a permanent table on her back porch, which she decorated with a beautiful tablecloth. And she'd have the sugo on the stove, always ready, and ready to boil that pot of water for a stranger or a family member to come by to share a meal. It was her pride and joy. She took great love and joy in those times. Family is an integral part to the Italian culture. The love for children, grandchildren, and all family members is absolutely incredible. My parents dedicated their lives to ensuring that I had the best possible upbringing. They sacrificed and worked tirelessly to provide me and my siblings with what we needed to flourish. Whether it was my father balancing shift work to make sure I and my teammates got to the games on time, or setting aside time to coach, or helping put me through school, Mr. Speaker, the list goes on and on. But above and beyond all of that, the most important thing to me was the love that my parents showed me, my siblings, my children, and all their grandchildren. The love that is healing, that is encouraging, that is energizing, that is rejuvenating, the love that is the key to success. My parents, the love they showed me, Mr. Speaker, made me feel that I could attain any dream I wanted to. I had their support, I had their confidence, I knew that I could do it. This is a true gift to be treasured. It was my Italian family that I learned kind and caring and generous faith. It was from them that my liberal, progressive Catholicism grew, an acceptance of warm religion, of forgiveness and second chances. It was beautiful then, and those values continue to guide my life today. Mr. Speaker, I cannot talk about this topic without talking about work ethic. Italians have had a very large hand in building Hamilton, whether it was working hard in the steel mills, in construction, hospitality, or now in high-tech businesses, manufacturing, and professions. Hamilton's Italian community is a model of integration, contribution, and leadership. One need only look at McMaster University in Mohawk, where Italian-Canadians have made their mark as professors, researchers, and senior administrators. In my own life, my parents worked very hard. My father was a proud steelworker, my mother the secretary in a high school or an elementary school, as well as an assistant to a former cabinet minister. And they demonstrated that we have to take pride in our work and put our best foot forward. I recall the story of my father who was driving my Nono to work. My Nono was coughing. My father turned the car around. And my Nono says, "Filippo, what are you doing?" And my father says, "Dad, if I take you to work, you're going to die." He says, "Filippo, you turn the car around. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die on the job." Now, Mr. Speaker, I know this raises eyebrows today, but it is a demonstration of that amazing work ethic on which we stand and we take great pride. Hamilton has had a mayor of Italian origin, many councillors and MPs. We have Festa Italia, which has created Opera Hamilton. We have Sons of Italy, who are doing amazing work. We have this fabric of the Italian experience woven into our city. And we look forward to many great ongoing events that the Italians celebrate in Hamilton and makes it richer. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I wish to express the gratitude of the people of Italian descent to this country, Canada. We've heard our Prime Minister say repeatedly, we are stronger because of our diversity. There have been injustices towards our community, but that has not taken away from the gratitude and appreciation of our country. My grandmother said it best when she said, the bread on our tables has been put here by Canadians. In turn, Canada has benefited tremendously from our Italian culture. I'm so proud and happy to support this motion, which establishes June as the Italian Heritage Month. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.